Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to my first vlog back home from Alaska, in case you missed that whole part of my life. So it is now Friday. I got home Sunday night / Monday morning. So when I went to sleep, it was Monday morning, but when I woke up, it was also Monday morning. Monday, Mom and everybody had the day off work because it was a holiday. It was Indigenous Peoples Day. And then Tuesday, we put the covers on our love sack. I'm gonna sneak peek. And I started getting sick. I think you can still probably hear it just a little bit. I'm feeling so much better today, but I have a few things I'm gonna do around the house today. I thought I'd bring you guys along on my day because I'm not working a full-time job right now. My next school half semester started Wednesday. So I did a little bit of homework yesterday. So I'm starting a whole new class now because I've already taken the final for the last class. So the last class is done. Finished that one when I was in Alaska. Now it's time to start the next one. And this is the one that will take me to Christmas. So when I think about it in those terms, it's kind of wacky, but it's fine. So this morning I need to make coffee for Anthony and I need to make breakfast, unload the dishwasher, fold some laundry. I need to call AT&T about our fiber internet, which is a major development that has happened while I was in Alaska. I got a phone call from Mom one day when I was up there and she was here, and it actually was a FaceTime. And while we were on that FaceTime, we got our cell service provider switched over to AT&T, and then we got signed up for the AT&T fiber internet because right now we have Spectrum, which is fine, but we're paying for something that we're not actually getting because they don't have the internet fiber cable, which is not the end of the world, but the AT&T fiber internet is supposed to be faster, and also it's much less expensive, significantly less expensive, less than half the price of Spectrum, and we're going to be getting more than double the speed. So I actually need to call them today because I want to figure out when they're actually going to make that switch. It's been a whole thing back and forth about where they installed the fiber and then where they can enter the house with the fiber. That's been a whole thing. But today is the first day that I'm finally feeling better enough to make that phone call. It's a whole thing. Anyway, let me make some coffee because I'm just waking up and I need fortitude from coffee, for sure. If you haven't tried the Chobani pumpkin spice creamer, you're missing out because it's really good. For the first coffee of the day, I'll make it a little pretty. It's now a couple of hours later. I've made Anthony breakfast. I made another pot of coffee. I called AT&T, and now we have another appointment to hopefully have someone come and install the fiber internet on Monday. It is the most frustrating experience. This will be the 5th time someone has come to our house from AT&T. So, anyway, I think I mentioned earlier we put the covers on the love sack, and it's so pretty. But we have all of these boxes. So I'm gonna sit down here on the floor with these boxes and break the boxes down because Mom has been using the cardboard for landscaping, because it is an excellent weed mat and it breaks down like so fast with all the rain and the heat that we get here in Florida. So I'm gonna do that next. All right, it is once again a little bit later. I have cleaned the litter box in my bathroom. I have folded some quilts because we had quilts on the couch. I washed them because we don't need them anymore because we were using them in place of the covers, which we now have on the couch, which I keep talking about, blah, blah, blah. I'm now boiling water. Mom's bathroom sink, for whatever reason, clogs really, really easily, so I'm running some Drano down it, and I'm gonna boil some water to run down the drain. But I have a meeting, like a mandatory course introduction meeting for school at 12:45, and it is 12:08. So I should be able to do all of this and then maybe make Anthony lunch before my meeting. He wanted a sandwich, and I think it's so pretty, so I wanted to show it off. Look how pretty this sandwich is. Yum, yum. It's turkey and Munster cheese and mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, and that blackberry jalapeno jam, which I just can't get enough of. It is now 4:47 p.m. and I have designed our Christmas cards for this year, which is exciting. I want Mom to kind of review them and see if she likes them, and if not, I will get back to work on them. So I haven't ordered any yet, but it's getting to be that time that I feel like we need to actually get those ordered so that we can get them signed and addressed, and then like stamped and in the mail. But since it's like close to dinner time, we are gonna have my very last lasagna from last Thanksgiving. It has been in the refrigerator for a couple of days. It was in the freezer for months. But it smells amazing, quite honestly. I need to turn the oven on, hold on. All right, so that is preheating. And I've got some foil here. I'm gonna cover it with foil, but first I'm gonna spray the foil to keep the cheese from sticking. So. All right, now, since this is cold, I don't think it's still frozen, but it's still really cold. I'm just gonna put it into the cold oven, and we're just gonna let it bake, come up to temperature. It'll probably be in there at least half an hour, probably close to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. We may uncover it toward the end of the cooking time though. I am just now remembering that I think Mom actually has plans with a friend tonight. So I think it might just be Emma and Anthony and I for dinner tonight, but the lasagna's in the oven. And then I think we might do salads, like to go with it, because we have some Olive Garden salad dressing in the fridge. We got a bunch of lettuce, so we can do kind of like a knockoff Olive Garden salad. So this is her favorite place to camp out. It's like right here on the back of the couch, because they have that little ledge, and she just sits there and waits for someone to worship her, as in give her treats. I feel like I've had a really somewhat productive day after having not a productive week at all. But I called AT&T Fiber today. We've got an appointment for Monday. We'll see if we, actually get internet on Monday. I've done some laundry. I need to film a laundry chat, but I think I might do that this weekend. And then, like, I've done some things around the house that I'm just like, it feels really good to get these things done. Cardboard boxes that were over there are gone. And like designing the Christmas cards. feels really good to have done. They're really simple. I hope Mom likes it. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. I've actually been working on a super secret project that I may not actually share here. If I do, it will be in a really long time, but it's something very personal. So I'm working on like a super secret project. So I spent some time working on that. I need to edit. And you know what? If Mom does have plans with a friend tonight, I might actually just go ahead and try to edit a video while this is cooking. It would be a good use of my time. It's what I should do. Dinner's ready. Anthony and I are splitting a salad. It's romaine lettuce with pecorino romano cheese and green olives.
It's delicious.
And the Olive Garden salad dressing. And then here's my lasagna. I'm really proud of it. It was bubbling just like a minute ago when it came out of the oven. And then we've got more cheese to go on top and Chris and Whitney to keep us company. So.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! You excited?
Yeah.
Me too. I also went outside and grabbed some basil from our basil plant. So that is now on top of our lasagna. And I think we've got the dinner of champions.
Mm-hmm. A little wine to go with it too.
Yeah, Anthony poured the wine. We were working through an advent calendar, a wine advent calendar from last year.
This is what I call Olive Garden at home.
Yeah, it's exactly what it's inspired by. Lasagna and salad. It's delicious.
And wine.
And wine. It's perfect.
All we need is an Italian dessert. Affogatos.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. We should do that tonight. Do we have ice cream? Well, everybody, it's late. It is 11:52 p.m. So it's gonna be midnight in about 8 minutes. We had a lot of hooting and hollering in the house tonight. Anthony is downstairs playing a game with his friend, his internet friend, Jake. And he's been in the office giggling all night, and it's just really cute. I love that he has a hobby. I love that he's got friends. I wish it wasn't so loud, but I'm just glad he's got something that brings him so much joy. Thomas went out, and I think he went to his grandparents' house today, and he went and he saw his brother. His brother's working at a tattoo shop, so he like needed the practice, and so Thomas came home with a new tattoo tonight, which I think is kind of cool. I got one video edited, but Emma and I hung out tonight. I did get our Christmas cards ordered. Huzzah! Mom came home and was like really tired. She's had a really rough week, a really rough work week. A lot of work, a lot of stuff, heavy stuff at work, a lot of demands from patients, a lot of coworkers not really willing to put in their share of the work. And if there was a single thing I could do to help her, I would do it. I'm trying to do like everything I can around the house. I'm finally feeling better. I'm still a little bit snotty, but my throat doesn't hurt today. I can talk and I feel all right. I don't think I ran a fever at all today. I'm still gonna take my medicine, but I am just so happy to be feeling like a human being again and not like a disgusting lump of mess. But anyway, I think it was a really good day. I feel like I'm finally settling in to being home. You know, things are kind of starting to feel normal again. I made my first pot of coffee today, like that I've made since I got home, because I've just been drinking coffee that other people have made. I've not wanted to like touch the stuff in the kitchen, being sick. Since I'm on an antibiotic and I've been on it for more than 24 hours, I can like touch the stuff in the kitchen now without fear of like contaminating things. That's why I unloaded the dishwasher this morning. Yeah, it just feels like I'm finally getting into the groove of being home. I did like days ago, I got my suitcase unpacked. Laundry's actually done. There is going to be a laundry chat going up before this, talking about the lessons learned having traveled alone and basically lived alone for 3 weeks. So that'll already be up on the channel. Well, we are done eating our nasty fish, so I'm gonna brush my teeth, and she and I are gonna go to bed. Anthony's probably gonna be up all night playing games, and that's totally fine. Tomorrow, oh, speak of the devil, there he is. Tomorrow I think we're gonna go out on a date, which we don't do very often. We live together, and so we have special time together all the time. You've got to fix your hair.
Is it bad?
bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
So it looks like I've been stressing playing games.
You looked kind of like a peacock because he had like a fan sticking up in the middle. But I think tomorrow he and I are going to go out on a date. We've got a super special secret project
Yeah.
that we're working on tomorrow.
It's a really exciting one.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm going to get a pedicure. He's going to have me taken to the... Oh, it's not a cobbler. The cobbler makes shoes. Who's the guy that does shoes for the horses?
I don't know what he's called.
Oh, I used to know the name for it. Farrier. That's what it is.
Is that what that means?
He's going to take me to the farrier, and the farrier's going to work on my feet.
I think I always assumed a farrier was someone who manned a ferry.
No.
That's a ferryman.
Anyway, that's right. Anyway, that's part of our plan tomorrow. But the rest of it's super secret. So, anyway. That's it. Do you have anything to say? How was your day? Did you have a good day?
I had a fun night.
She had a
Yeah.
good day.
Work was okay.
We heard you laughing in there.
Did you?
Yeah, you sounded like you're having a great time.
Oh, it was a new game that's doing a test. And I was playing with Jake, and it was terrifying.
Oh.
Not really. But I got jump scared, you know. A little robot spider jumped out of the dark and got in my face, and
I could
I
never.
had to pry it off, and I just screamed like a girl, you know, because it's terrifying.
I could never.
It was in third person, so it wasn't that bad.
I'm glad it's not me. All right, the cat wants us to go to bed. She has been yowling for about an hour, so we're going to take her to bed. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.